Recent studies have shown that despite crucially needing the creative talent of millennials, people born after 1980, organizations have been reluctant to hire young workers because of their opposed lack of diligence. We propose to help resolve this dilemma by studying the determinants of task performance and shirking behaviors of millennials in a laboratory work environment. A study conducted in the summer of 2012 reveals that managers selected from a representative sample of US industries were significantly more inclined to hire senior workers than millennials for the same level of experience. The hiring dilemma of millennials motivated our study of the relationship between diligent work behavior, cognitive abilities, and personality traits among young adults. Now we're going to talk about the hypothesis. The hypothesis 1 is that we expect a positive relationship between cognitive ability and task performance. An argument that we can find in our study is that persons with low IQ fail to adequately and realistically imagine the future consequences of their actions. Their immediate behavior is therefore less thoughtful and more impulsive. In this figure, we illustrate the tripartite model using the delayed gratification question that consists in choosing between $1,000 now and $1,014 in 1 year from now. The automatic mind, System 1, is unreflective and provides an effortless response. Grab the 100 now, which may eventually be blocked and resisted by the reflective mind, System 2A, could waiting to get more money, $114, be a better answer? The final response is computed by System 2B, algorithmic mind, after assessing the appeal of delayed gratification. To do so, the algorithmic mind will be calculating either explicitly or implicitly the present value of $114 in 1 year from now. After completing these computations, System 2B will override the automatic response of System 1 if the discounted value of the future payment is greater than the immediate payment. System 2B is distinct from System 2A as it relies on computational capacity and does not engage, unlike System 2A, in reflection to block System 1 automatic response. The tripartite model reports that the capacity to delay gratification is less correlated with general measures of intelligence. To continue with our presentation, we have to define what is cyberloafing. Cyberloafing is a term used to describe the actions of employees who use the internet access at work for personal use while pretending to do legitimate work. We're going to talk about the rest of the hypothesis. The hypothesis 2 is that we expect a negative relationship between cognitive ability and cyberloafing. We expect this negative relationship to be more pronounced for CRT than for the other measures of cognitive ability. And the hypothesis 3 is that we expect consciousness and emotional stability to relate positively to task performance. We do not expect the other personality traits to affect task performance. And the hypothesis 4 is that we expect consciousness, emotional stability, and openness to relate negatively to cyberloafing. We do not expect the other personality traits to affect cyberloafing. To finish with our presentation, we're going to talk about the results. The result 1, task performance and cognitive measures. We report a positive and statistically significant relationship between cognitive measures, adding skills, CRT and CAT, and task performance, with the exception of GPA. Result 2, cyberloafing and cognitive measures. We report a negative and statistically significant relationship between CRT and cyberloafing. The other cognitive measures, adding skills, CAT, and GPA, do not significantly affect cyberloafing. And finally, the result 3, task performance, cyberloafing, and personality traits. We report a positive but marginally significant relationship between conscientiousness, and a currency and a negative but marginally significant relationship between consciousness and cyber law fine. The other personality traits do not affect work behavior. And well, that's all, and thank you for your attention.